So tonight, all these people here seem so uptight. And tonight, I'll clear the dance floor for one more night. But just remember, I came back here for you. It's alright, we're not the same, but we can make this last. It's alright, let's not pretend and let this pass us by. And I've been staring for a while to say to you, I've seen your face, wanting to go home, where you belong. I recognize those feelings that you show. You're not alone, and you know I won't let go. You're mine, and you hold my hand so close and tight, like no one has ever done for you. It's alright, we're not the same, but we can make this right. It's alright, let's not waste any more time. It'll be worth the while I'm here for you. I've seen your face, wanting to go home, where you belong. I recognize those feelings that you show. You're not alone. I won't forget the times we spent all together. They were the best of our lives. We won't be apart for too long. Just remember that time passes by. And now I've seen your face. Welcome home. Back home, where you belong. I recognize those feelings that you show. Back home, you're not alone.
Yo, what is up, everybody? I am Jesse Goku, also known as King Mexico El Oso. And it is Friday, August 14, 2020. Woo-hoo! Friday. Congratulations, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause, a pat on the back, or whatever you want. You made it to Friday. Tomorrow's officially Saturday, and it's the weekend. Yay!
Woo-hoo.
All right. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, the man with the plan, Jace.
Cheeseburger.
And the hostess with the mostest, Keyblade
Hi.
Sonic.
Hello.
He said hi before I could even introduce him.
Jumping the gun.
Jumping the gun.
Off to a solid start.
That's right. Man, we got a lot to talk about today. Unfortunately, our guest has bailed on us. We invited Clan Schism.
Schism.
Schism?
Yep.
We invited Clan Schism to join us today on the podcast. Unfortunately, I'm just going to put it out there. They never got back to me. I talked to them on Wednesday. They said that some of their members weren't interested because they were being shy. I was like, okay, I understand, but do y'all still want to be on the podcast? Do you still want to be on the podcast? The person I was talking to never got back to me. I find it kind of weird because they had contacted me. I did not contact them. But it is what it is. So we're going to do our best to pick up the slack today. Friday. So we're going to talk about the Dr. Pepper shortage that's happening all across the nation. People are freaking out right now because of the Dr. Pepper shortage that was announced by the company. They are at happy hour. Thank you for letting us know, Rachel. Thank you so much. We should be at happy hour.
We're here. This is happy hour. I thought happy hour was like 5 to 6.
I just assumed happy hour. You know, growing up, I always assumed happy hour was just that 1 hour in the day adults were allowed to be happy. And turns out it involves alcohol, so I was kind of right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so absolute win.
Only have time to be happy for 1 hour.
Texas Renaissance Festival is just around the corner. More news that they haven't really updated their information, but they still have tickets for sale right now. Also,
It's on Groupon.
that's right, Groupon. Netflix, there is a petition right now for Netflix to cancel the live action Avatar series. Right now, we're also going to talk about that. We're going to talk about other things too. We have other things. What else do we got going on today?
Oh, I mean, it's a very special week. I think we should talk about it, but I don't think we will.
Oh, starting next week, we're going to start doing a movie giveaway.
What?
We're going to start giving away a movie once a week. Hopefully.
It's news to us, guys.
Yeah, it's news to us too.
You know what? Fuck it.
Ideas pop in his head. He's like, we're doing this now.
That's right. Happy hour. That's right. They're popping. I got to get the brain juices flowing right now. I'm still sick, but
Sure.
I'm trying to be hype.
Join us next Wednesday for the musical edition of Geeks 5 Ever. We will all sing the entire time.
Welcome to the Geeks 5 Ever podcast.
And strike 2.
Wait, why am I strike 2?
I don't know. You already got 1.
What the fuck? When did I get the first one?
Yeah, I was about to say what?
You know what? You're cut off.
You can't cut me off.
Next week we are looking at possibly, well, we'll see. We might give away something like, actually, we'll let y'all vote. What kind of movie would y'all like for us to give away? And how would y'all like for us to give it away? We can buy it on Amazon, or we can send you a code for Vudu or Google, or we'll send you a code. I'll buy a DVD and we'll send you the code. How about that?
It will be the B movie.
How about Sonic the Hedgehog? That's a good movie.
Whichever makes you comfortable. Or just people just like, hey, any movie that came out this year. So just any movies that came out in theaters, but this year.
Also, in honor of Downtime Gaming, who just commented, I also have other news. SNK has just announced that they're releasing a video game arcade cabinet with 50 games for $500.
It's a Neo Geo.
It is a Neo Geo tabletop arcade cabinet. Comes with 50 games, and 10 of them are from the King of Fighters series.
That was like a fifth of their games.
You know what? Since Rachel's commenting and Rachel's new, we will give away Sonic next week. Sonic the Hedgehog, we will give it away next Friday. Hopefully we'll have another Texas Renaissance Festival clan to interview next Friday. We'll see where it goes. We definitely have guests.
It's not our guest for next Friday.
What?
That's not the guest we have for next
That's
Friday.
right. We can't. Okay. Hopefully we'll have a clan for Thursday. For Thursday, or we don't have anybody booked on Wednesday, do we?
No Wednesdays or Thursdays. Those are good. Monday and
You
Tuesday and Friday.
you have a calendar, do you, Goku?
Not in front of me. Not in front of me right now.
Okay, but you should.
I do have a
Just in
calendar,
case.
just not in front of me. I have a Dragon Ball Z calendar. Soon.
I was going to say, is it Dragon Ball Z?
No, it's not. I actually just made it up. I have a list on my computer, but I don't want to fuck with the computer right now because I don't want the thing to start. If I touch anything on the computer, the internet will start messing up.
And then you're gonna end up going. I just gonna.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna fight before the podcast is over. You know what? We're gonna fight. More random shit. So let's talk about the Dr. Pepper shortage, man. So I went to the store last night. I went to Kroger's last night, and like it was ransacked. Almost all the Dr. Pepper was gone.
It's like the TP shortage, only worse.
That's right, because it's Dr. Pepper, and Dr. Pepper's so big. I like Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper. And I went to go... today's my cousin's birthday, and we went last night. I gave him some Dr. Squash soap for his birthday because he was actually considering buying it. So I gave him some.
There you go. Smart.
And so we went to the store because we were gonna make some ramen. And we go to the soda aisle, like there is no Dr. Pepper left. There was like 2 12-packs of cherry Dr. Pepper and 2 liters of Dr. Pepper. I go to Walgreens and they had Dr. Pepper, so I just bought like 5. I bought 10 12-packs and I put them on eBay for like $10 a piece. No, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. I can already hear somebody getting mad at me on the fucking comments.
And for the viewer who asked if Samurai Showdown will be on the arcade, yes. In fact, Samurai Showdown 1 through 5.
To answer your question, Rachel, question.
Schism.
To answer your question, Dr. Pepper announced on Monday, was it? A nationwide shortage. What's going on SmackDown? I know that's what you're watching.
I don't know.
Something stupid.
Maybe, sure.
Luckily,
There aren't.
there's no shortage up here in Dallas, so don't worry. Don't
No, the
panic
shortage
buy.
hasn't kicked in yet. Just because. Okay, so the
Basically, it's starting, but you'll notice. Basically, it's just address it. Be like, hey, just letting them know. Eventually, there will be a shortage. So
Right,
keep an eye
it's
on it. Just
it's
letting
gonna
you know.
take like 2 weeks before you're gonna start noticing there's a shortage
Exactly.
because they already have whatever's out shipping out. So whatever's being shipped out is already out there, but people are so scared and they're freaking out that they're just buying it in bulk. And that's really bad because that's gonna tempt them to just drink it all like in a couple of days.
It's like liquid gold.
It really is. It really is.
Right.
I like Dr. Pepper, but I bought the two 12 packs of cherry Dr. Pepper. I'm not that big of a fan of the cherry Dr. Pepper. I like regular Dr. Pepper, but I don't know. I've been drinking more water and like soda, unless it's like really, really cold. It tastes like shit to me. But like, it's like the toilet paper thing. People are freaking out. People are buying it.
Mm-hmm.
They're buying it in bulk. And there's people actually. I looked on eBay, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. Like, I looked on eBay, and I'll see if I can pull up on my phone. Hopefully, oh damn it! I forgot to charge my phone before we started the podcast. I screwed up once again.
Oof.
Goof, woof, oof.
Yeah, goofed.
1 12-ounce, 12-pack of Dr. Pepper cream soda cans. $12 with $14 shipping. They want $12, our best offer, but you have to pay $14 for the shipping.
So basically, $26.
But this one, okay. Dr. Pepper Good for Life Soda Vintage Metal Decor Sign. Oh, that's $20. Okay, that's different. That's not the cans. Dr. Pepper can. Oh, that's a fucking piggy bank. Somebody's selling a vintage Dr. Pepper 10-ounce pop bottle for $15, but with $10 shipping. Oh, here's one. Dr. Pepper 12-ounce can. Brand new. Free shipping, but it's $13.
You serious?
I'm
think
dead
these are
serious.
joke-
Like,
I think they're joke ones because I just don't.
I'm
Who the
serious.
hell? I know they literally can post the ad for it, but I don't think some idiot's gonna buy a can for $13.
Dude, it says 5 sold.
You'd be amazed.
Okay,
you would
then
be
5
amazed.
sold.
Oh, look. The 16.9 ounce Dr. Pepper bottle. New next day ship. Priority shipping. $15 free. Like I said, free shipping.
These were all made by John Lee.
Dr. Pepper
He
12
bought
pack.
all the Dr. Pepper.
$32.99. Holy shit. There's a shortage of oxygen, but buy it while you can. Don't we actually have like a shortage of like helium, or
There was.
what happened?
I think they got more. I don't know.
From
Stores stopped
who?
posting signs from God.
From God.
Whoever makes helium. I don't know. There was a shortage, and now there's not.
All right, let's address some comments. Let's look at some comments. Do you think it's a scam to make consumers to go out there and go to the extreme and buy them out? What's your thought on that? I don't think it's a scam. I think what had happened was, and this happens, this seems to be happening in a lot of warehouses, especially with Amazon and Walmart. Like, I think one employee infected a shit ton of them with COVID-19, and they had to send a lot of people home, and whatever they were working on, they had to get rid of. Why is your background rulers?
I've done this a couple times. I was wondering if
Yeah, this is not new. Yeah.
I mean, what are
This
your
is a-
thoughts?
this is a feet pic.
What are y'all's thoughts?
I think that it's a temporary setback. It's not going to be a huge issue unless you're truly addicted to this stuff. Then yeah, you could probably go out and buy all the Dr. Pepper you want.
I
right
like, I like how you were talking, but Sonic yawned, so his video was highlighted more than yours.
now. My mouth doesn't move when I talk.
What do you think, Sonic? What do you think? Do you think it's a scam, or you think there's an actual shortage?
No, it's just I can understand why people think it's a scam. There's been a lot of cases where, like, manufacturers purposely send like smaller amounts so they could like increase the demand. But at the same time, sometimes, and also what doesn't help either is just people, experts say, oh, you can't really get COVID through food, even though recently there's been several chicken wings that got tested positive for COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of scary about it. But at the end of the day, I feel if it's not the end of the world. If Dr. Pepper shortage, eventually it will come back. It'll recover.
What do you mean it's not the end of the world? I need my Dr. Pepper. I need it. I need it.
It's a temporary setback in production.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It'll come back. Dr. Pepper's not gone.
Right. It'll come back, and maybe there's for some people, this is probably I guess in a way, eye opener.
Drink something else.
You guys better get used to Dr. Thunder.
Drink something else. Drink Dr. Pibb. There you go.
Doctor. Whoa.
Pibb Extra.
It's Piv. It's Mr. Piv. Mr. Piv is the only soda that's too stupid to get a PhD. There's Dr. Thunder, Dr. K, Dr. whatever the hell else there is, Dr. Pepper. Even the off-brands have the word doctor. But Piv, it's just called Piv.
Professor Pibb.
Professor Piv. More like substitute teacher.
Gym Coach Pibb.
Gym Coach Piv.
Coach Pibb.
That runs...
Or just be Master Pibb. There you go.
There's a couple of new things. Yeah, no, so I bought some Dr. Pepper. I'm a Dr. Pepper fan, but I just bought some just to have it, just in case. It is true. Oh, no, there's a Geeks 5 Ever podcast shortage. No, watch it while you can, folks, because we're running out.
It's also like...
Will that bump up our numbers?
Podcast shortage.
No, I mean, yeah, let's address some other comments. Downtime Gaming says, I bought Anthem for PS4 Seal for $250. True or false? Isn't Anthem...
Well, you should have go return that money because that game sucks.
Why don't you just throw your money away?
Yeah,
Greed is just...
You could have used that to buy 16-piece chicken nuggets at Burger King.
Yeah, what the hell happened to Burger King? They used to sell 40 of them for like $1.50. Now you get 8 for $1. Like, this is our best.
Yeah.
This is our best price ever. Bullshit. I'm no math expert. But...
I just had Burger King. And I was shocked how much a number 2 costs. Like $10.
Yeah, it's $10.
Combo. And I'm like Whataburger is like $3 cheaper. I'm like,
Whataburger, their triple meat is like $2 more expensive, and that's what a size. How do I know that? I don't. Research.
Lucky guess, yeah.
Yeah, lucky guess. Greed is just as telling trait of how shitty humans are. This is true. Human beings can be greedy, but also I don't think it's much of greed. It's not just greed. Yes, human beings can be greedy, but at the same time, human beings panic. Mm-hmm. Individually, we're fine. If you put an individual in a movie theater and the movie theater catches on fire, 5 times out of 10, I guess. No, I want to say like 70% of the time, you'll just look at it and be like, "Oh shit," and then just like calmly walk out the door, like, "I better get out of here." But the movie's almost over. What should I do?
So you gotta stand at the doorway and just kind of watch. And the screen's on fire. I should go.
Actually, speaking of theaters, well, I guess we could just bring that up later after what you're gonna say. Sorry.
Yeah. No, not a problem. But when you're in there in a massive crowd and you see fire, as soon as there's always that one lady that screams, ah! And all of a sudden everybody's running towards the front door, not the side exit. There's the side exit, and everybody's running towards the front door. And the mentality of human beings is to go with the herd. So you find yourself going out the main entrance, and you're like, wait a minute. There's an exit.
It's like the Boondocks theory. You just throw a chair, riot starts. It doesn't matter.
That's right. Right, like I said, Rachel said, "Good thing I'm a Coca-Cola girl. I like vanilla Coke. It's actually pretty good." That's Mister to you, sir. Dr. Pepper is so good. He cures the Rona. A great MD. Piv is actually called spicy cherry soda. It's different than Dr. Pepper. I bought it for a friend. Whataburger's worth $8 a meal. So what did you have? Like, okay, so Sonic actually has some information about movie theaters. What's the sitch?
Starting next week, AMC is actually going to be opening like some of their locations nationwide. There are actually a couple here in Texas. There will be several. What they're trying to bring back is they're actually going to sell tickets starting at 15 cents. So if you have a chunk of change, there you go. We'll watch a movie. I don't know about, like popcorn. I don't know about snacks or anything like that. I have no idea how much they cost, but I know if you want to go see a movie, it's 15 cents at AMC. But I don't know what movies they're going to show. Either they're going to show movies that are going to come out. I have no idea. We'll keep you updated on that. So yeah, 15 cents a ticket. $10 popcorn, 19 for COVID.
By the way, I looked up the information. So the Walmart on Silver Road, on I-10 and Silver Road, Katy Freeway in Houston, Texas, is doing the drive-in theater thing.
Yeah, they are.
They had tickets
Also,
completely gone.
Yeah, they're actually near my place. It's on Fry Road at West Road called Star Cinema Grill. In the parking lot, they're actually working on making 2 giant screens for a drive-in. So it looks like they're going to do a drive-in as well.
I think those are the older movies, Sonic. They might show Sonic. If they show Sonic, I don't know if I want to go to a movie theater.
Sonic. They're referring to Sonic.
What?
Our guy, not Sonic the movie.
Oh, whoops! I get them confused.
Wait, where? I can't see it.
Well, no. So I looked up the Walmart drive-in theater. So August 22nd, they're showing Selena.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out.
Also
Sold
Back to the
out
Future
within
and
minutes.
stuff, too.
I tried to get a ticket to go because I want to go see Selena. Now I got to buy it on DVD and watch it in my house.
You're too close to the border. That's why.
Yes, this is true. I really can't say anything. Yeah, I hear that the 15-cent ticket shame. You can't pick the movie you want to watch. Walmart drive-in. I'm coming soon. The Walmart drive-in, a lot of them are already sold out. Like they sold out within minutes. It's impossible.
It was Selena. It was also Back to the Future, and I think Metallica is doing like a drive-in concert.
Nice. Damn, now I want to see that.
The 15-cent ticket thing seems a lot like when the airports, all the flying companies were lowering their prices to get people to still go on planes when it was obviously not a good idea. This kind of seems like that same ploy. We'll charge you just 15 cents. Just come and
Well, there's vacation.
us,
There's
please.
vacation packages selling there, like for 4 nights, 5 days. You can for $500. You can get like a vacation in Disney World or Vegas or a cruise or some shit like that.
Yeah. That's what happened. The pandemic hit, and they wanted to just drop their prices as low as they could to get anyone that could do it, even though we're still in the pandemic.
Right.
Before Dragon Con canceled, like early in the pandemic, like you could actually go there for like Labor Day weekend and then come back for like $200.
Right.
Here to Atlanta.
Right. So the good thing about a lot of these packages is they'll honor them for like up to 12 to 18 months. They just want the money now. They want money now, and they'll regret it later.
You gonna pick us a winner, Sonic?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just itching. I mean, if you like to, sure. Come on.
I wonder how many seats they're going to allow to sell and how far apart they're separating movie watches. That is actually a really good question. I would actually like to know how it's going to work with the movie theaters as far as like the seating, what movie they're going to show. I'm more interested in the seating. I'm pretty sure they don't give a shit about their movie tickets. I'm pretty sure they're going to sell concessions, and that's how they're really going to make their money back.
Yeah, one of our viewers, basically, gaming, he mentioned that Hertz is actually they're selling their used cars. So if you're looking for a used car, you could probably get a sweet deal from Hertz.
I wouldn't buy anything from Hertz. People beat the shit out of those cars.
If you had an option between a used car from a dealership or buying a rental used car, go to the dealership. Don't buy a used car because no one takes care of a used car.
No. You mean
I
they
mean, a
don't-
rental car.
right?
Yeah.
No, people. The used car is much better than a rental because nobody takes care of the rental.
Right.
You should have seen my Kia,
Look at
so it was beat
Look
to
at
shit.
the Jackass movie is a very accurate depiction of what people do. They get that insurance and they take it to a demolition derby.
That was funny with the inflatable sex dolls in the back, and then spray paint number 3 on the side.
Wait, how did they get away with that? Because you have to do all kinds of modifications to it for it to qualify.
I think they did the modifications to it.
Gee,
They took out all the windows. They had no windows when they came back, or when they was during the derby either.
I bet you the rental people were pissed.
Oh, they were. It's like no, they were going to call the cops. I think they might have.
They were also. He was all like, "It's like we can't accept it." I was like, "Well, I probably signed that drunk."
Yeah, I know. Rachel's saying that I beat the shit out of those rentals. I drive fast and fly off the road, coming off of a railroad track. I do the same thing.
Yeah, because it's not your car, so you don't have to worry about it.
I did the same thing with the Kia. It was a lease. Beat the shit out of it.
As long as I'm under the miles, it doesn't matter.
Don't buy rentals, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care if Hertz is selling it for. I don't care if they're selling a Corvette for like $15,000. Don't buy it, because you could buy it, but as soon as you drive it on the freeway,
A lemon.
What are lemons?
The Hertz thing, they're going out of business.
When he said Hertz, when I saw Hertz, I thought he was talking about the chicken place.
No, it's hearts.
It's Hertz. Oh, that's right.
Wow,
you might think you can get
I
one
am
of those
hungry.
cars at a huge discount, but chances are another company is just going to buy that Hertz rental company, and you're not going to get any of those cars for a huge discount.
No.
It's most likely to happen that way.
Oh, by the way, we have a gift for Jason Dever Frank when we see him next week.
Yeah, we saw that.
Ooh,
But it's made of metal. It's actually metal.
even better.
It's actually pretty big too.
Is it metal that's magnetic, or is it?
I don't know.
aluminum?
That's a good question. I think it is magnetic, but it has this big block of wood in the back.
Ooh, you can mount it instead of drilling a hole through it.
Right?
you
Yeah.
know, so-
This is actually pretty cool and it was $20.
Nice.
Except it cut off like a big chunk of the original drawing.
Those jerks.
But overall, I mean, I like it. I might actually start selling these for like $30 or more. Who knows? Because I might have to ship them out, and shipping might actually be expensive.
Probably will.
But we're going to give that to Jason Dever Frank. We're actually going to live stream me giving that to him. Speaking
6
of
feet away.
live streaming,
Frisbee it to him.
we have there is a lot of things that I have not told the rest of the group about. But we're going to
Find out when you guys find out. Don't worry about it.
We're going to do a Zoom Q&A with our listeners. So what that is on a Saturday, I'm going to do a Zoom meeting, and we're going to allow all of our listeners to join us on the Zoom call, and you'll be allowed to ask questions and talk to us and, give us feedback, give us ideas, suggestions, get one-on-one. You can, talk to us one-on-one. It won't be one-on-one, but it'll be a group thing. It won't be live streamed, it won't be recorded, and it won't be broadcasted.
It'll be 12-on-3.
If we can get 10 people, I would consider it a success. I mean, that's how many John Bailey got, right? That's how many people showed up for his show.
Yeah.
So if we can get 10 people to sign up for our Zoom thing. It's free. The first one will be free.
Just like cocaine dealers.
Yes.
But
the
the
first
app-
one is free. After that, it'll
we'll
be at like
probably-
$1.
Or just be Patreon exclusive.
Well, the first one we want to do it just to get people hooked.
I know, but the sec after.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it could be
Like
Patreon
crack
exclusive.
dealers.
Right. We're going to start doing that maybe once every 2 weeks. We're also going to start doing something else that I kind of wanted to start doing, and it's non-geek related. And I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. So there's this nursing home in Texas, and a lot of the elderly folk there, they haven't been able to see their family for like months since this whole pandemic started. I know I haven't been able to see my grandparents since this whole thing started out of fear. Because I don't want to risk getting them sick or exposing them. So, what we're gonna do? Okay, it's called the 52. Or here it is. It's called the organization is called Lost in Texas. Their tag name is Lost in the Lone Star State. So let's go ahead and go to that.
Bye, Rachel.
Bye, Rachel.
All right, take care.
Have a good night.
Stay safe out there.
Make him do dishes.
That's right. Make him cook. All right, we're going to go ahead and transition to the... Geeks Forever podcast.
All the sound on the transitions should just be us making weird jingles.
No, and there goes the copyright.
Strike 3.
All right, so these are people. So this organization is saying that the entire list of 52 pen pals from Hillside Medical Lodge in Gatesville, Texas. Thank you, everyone, for becoming pen pals. It is a blessing. So they are actually looking for people to become pen pals for these individuals. So what I want to do is we're going to pick like 10 of them. And we're going to send them letters. And then we're going to kind of like, talk to them through the letters, get to know them. We have a few on here that are pretty interesting. There's a veteran on here that says, and this is pretty cool. Will you be my pen pal? Hi, I'm Jane, looking for someone who enjoys word searches and crafting. This one says reading books and almanacs. It's the same lady.
A lot
Reading
of
and scrapbooking. Fishing and outdoors. Traveling. Loves playing games. God, singing, and crafts. Reading the Bible and music. Traveling and word puzzles. Playing games and crafting. Sports, the Bible, and puzzles. Hunting, fishing, and word puzzles. We're not going to go through all of them. Reading books. Cooking and spending time with family.
Sorry.
Roping?
Stuff knows.
They can't see you.
Roping?
Probably like exercise, maybe like building ropes or something like that.
Farming and ranching? Yeah, I thought he meant like tying up people. I'm like, whoa. Football, music, and Chicago PD.
And he froze again.
No, you're fine.
Kind of.
You
Okay.
broke up a few times, but you're fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did I freeze?
Yeah, you were like doing the whole speed up thing, and then you kind of like a slight hiccup, but you're fine.
It was a slight hiccup, yeah.
Reading and cooking. It's because I know why now. I know why I'm having internet issues.
John.
Cooking, and we're gonna go ahead and well, you guys pretty much get the you guys pretty much get the deal.
idea. Yeah.
Old TV comedies, Andy Griffith, and I Love Lucy.
Ooh, she gets it.
I love Lucy. That's a great show.
Yes. So what we're gonna do for this
Lucy.
is we're gonna write them some letters, like, "Hello, we're from Geeks Forever. I'm Jesse." Like, we're gonna like ask them about their stories, ask them about them, and we're gonna actually read them out loud every time. Like we're gonna like mail them letters, and every time we get letters from them, we'll hold on to them, and then we'll like not on the podcast itself, but we'll do a separate stream every I guess Wednesday would be good.
We'll figure it out. Basically, kind of in a douche. I mean, we could talk about this after the podcast, or we could still do it.
Yeah, no, but I want to get everybody's thoughts on it. I already missed
Cool.
Rachel.
And enjoy my terrible handwriting.
Yeah, I was wondering, okay, we're probably gonna have to
What to write them by hand.
write them by hand, but in print, it'll have to
Snail
be
mail.
non-cursive, bigger font print, just regular print.
Can I have someone write it for me? I got someone.
Yeah, have somebody else write it for you because I don't want to try to read your chicken scratch.
That would be someone to do my diction for me.
Right. Okay. So this is part of us. This is part of our thing, like where we want to help people out, and like they seem like really good people, and they're just looking for people to be pen pals. So we want to help them out. Yes, it's not geek related, but still, I mean, you don't have to be a geek for us to help you or to reach out to you.
Or anyone
Everybody's
in
a
general.
geek in their own way. I'm
Right.
sure these people had their own geekness to them.
Yeah, like fishing
Right.
and hunting and I Love
Sports.
Lucy and apparently the Bible.
Huge Bible geek.
Bible geek. It's that one story where like
There was a
Jesus
whale?
beat the bad dude because he had the high ground,
The one
and
where
then he cut him
Jesus
up, and then he fell in the fire, and then they like
No, I think you might be getting your stories mixed up a little bit.
Then he
That might be-
became Darth Vader.
Hey, whoa! You can't forget the one where Jesus eats the puzzle piece, and the man in the yellow suit has to take him to the hospital.
No, wait. Well, there's the one where like they find him as a kid, and they find out like he's the chosen one, and then
Yeah.
Yoda freaks out, and I don't know. Then the
Whoa,
clones.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's the
Whoa,
first
whoa, whoa.
one.
That's the first
the second one.
But you cannot forget there's also the descendant of Jesus who takes the name in the end, and it turns out that she's actually a Judas's child.
I get
And then
it.
at the
I
end,
get-
she goes, "My name is Ray Christ."
Right. I need. Fuck! I claim to be a Christian. I don't know shit about the Bible. I know it's a book.
Well, in page 362, it says Jeebus. It doesn't say Jesus.
Maybe they were talking about somebody else.
They were like,
This is a joke.
yeah, it was like, huh, you guys see this? On page 324, it says Jeebus.
Oh, that's a Family Guy reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, it's supposed to be Jesus, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's weird.
I don't know. I looked it up and I was like, no.
It was a Family Guy reference. We scared away all of our Christian followers.
Yeah, we're sorry
Anyway,
about that.
We're sorry.
As us Catholics, we got to make our fun of ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, like I was watching Border. It's this really racist cartoon called Border Town they used to have on Fox. They got
Oh, yeah,
one
that shit did not
season.
last long.
That shit did not last long, but it was great. So they like the mega church convinces all the Mexican people to go to the mega church and donate their money because they will literally throw hordes and hordes of money at the Catholic Church. So like the Catholic Church is closing down because they no longer have funds. So here comes the Pope. He's like, "What? What the hell?" And then the Pope goes to the mega church and is like, "Hey, like go, you Mexicans, go back to the regular church." And so the Pope takes off his chancla. He takes it off and he has it in his hand. He's like, "Dos santos chanclazos." And he fucking throws the chancla. And it fucking hits every Mexican in the church. It bounces. It's like a ripple effect. Dun, 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 dun. And the main character's wife is like, "Show off." I laughed so fucking hard at that shit. That shit was awesome. It's a very racist show, but it's racist like it's making, I don't know, it's racist towards Mexicans and white people, and conservative white people at the same time.
If you're racist to everybody, and it's just kind of overall racist.
Well, the white main character, like, it's funny because they had they had the devil appear in the megachurch, and here comes the pastor, and he has boxing gloves, and they introduce him like it's a sporting event, and here he comes, the man of Christ himself. He comes out fighting the devil, and the white main character's like, "Hey, it's that guy that gives me an erection every time I see a half naked man."
It's like,
it's pronounced Satine.
Satine.
or
Satan.
Stan.
I thought it was Satan.
Stan. Dandylin's here.
Denlin, hey.
Hi.
Rami's also
Sure.
here. Rami said the voice to the voiceless. Yes. When we said we are the voice of the
Geeks
voiceless, I really meant that. Like, I really would like to help reach out to people and help people reach out to others as well.
Don't
So-
worry, Dan, when it happens.
Even though yesterday was really slow, we actually had a really good number of viewers overall.
Even though we talk about wrestling.
We did talk about wrestling.
And that was great. I was actually never thought we would talk about it that long.
So,
My
Danilin, you
Orange
missed the
Cassidy
part where
thing.
we talked about the Dr. Pepper shortage.
I can't get over the figure they're gonna make that. Figure.
I don't get any wrestling figures, but I want that one.
Why do you want
Cassidy
Orange
figure.
Cassidy?
I want to just have
Because-
I want to lay him down and just leave him there.
And just have him relax, be like,
I'm not doing this.
it's posing.
Is that some kind of weird fetish that you got going on?
Orange Cassidy is so cool. He's a comedy
he
wrestler.
means mimes. What? Anyways. Also, also to report, another thing that we were going to talk about, we're going to report on the Yu-Gi-Oh poll, the one that, the controversy with the Yu-Gi-Oh voting poll that they had, that Jace talked about briefly on Monday. They announced that they were going to investigate the legitimacy of the votes.
They suspended the poll.
They suspended the
and they're
poll.
gonna do an investigation. They might wind up resetting the entire poll and doing it again, restricting it only to like Konami people, fans of like their Konami page or something. Because the problem was it was an open poll to anybody. You don't have to like a certain thing, so they can get companies into vote for the problem. That was the problem. So they'll probably shut it down, restart it, and
We'll see what go from there.
What's the whole fucking point of the poll again?
It was basically to determine like vote on the design of like a card, right?
vote which archetype gets a new support card. Those are the old archetypes that people like, but it doesn't have enough support to play, have fun with. And so, if you win in the tournament bracket, then you get a new card. And
Jace, apparently you are the voice for mimes.
the voice for mimes, I'm mimes, the voice of the voiceless.
Right. No, I understand. I admit that we kind of stole that slogan from CM Punk, but it works. It really does work, especially for what we're trying to fucking do.
By geeks, for geeks. There you go.
That's why we're 5 ever.
5 geeks.
One more than them.
4 geeks, 5 geeks.
Because
Five
we are,
geeks.
because Geeks Forever doesn't sound as, it doesn't roll off the tongue like Geeks 5 Ever.
Mhm.
I always thought it was cool because it was one more than forever.
It's like the nostalgia critic goes like, why 11? Because I like to go one step beyond.
Well, our original slogan was Forever and Beyond.
Makes me think of Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, to infinity. and beyond.
Jeez, yeah, fuck. I didn't think about that.
Ah,
Well, no, the group was originally created in 2014 because I was part of a group that was called the Houston Nerd Society.
Mhm.
And all the admins were fired and they quit because there was a lot of drama. And we had the Facebook group, the one that we have now. That page was originally called the Houston Nerd Society, but I changed after a year. I changed it to Geeks 5 Ever, and it sat there for a year. It was originally called Nerds Forever. It was
How
originally
involved.
called Nerds Forever, but someone was like, "Well, why does everybody keep using the word nerds? Like, nerds are more intellectual, and we're more like geeks." And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So it was called Nerds. No, it wasn't called Nerds Forever. It was called Nerds. It was called Nerds Forever, and then I changed it to Geeks 5 Ever. So we went from Houston Nerd Society to Nerds Forever to Geeks 5 Ever, and it just flows better. G5E. It works. It does. Because whenever you're creating a name for a group or a podcast, oh, and that's another thing that I want to do. I want to do panels like how-tos, like with the Zoom. You know, if ever, it'll be a Patreon thing. Like if you donate $1, you get in. And we do like, you know, Dragon Ball Z 101, or we do how to make your own panel, how to start your own podcast, or how to
Virtual
get
panels.
started streaming. Yeah, virtual panels. So we're going to start virtual panels, and we're going to use that money that people donate to give away movies. So that's it. It kind of, I know it's like people are giving to us, but we're going to give back. We're not going to keep it for ourselves. Even though I should probably keep some of it because it would help pay for the bills.
Let's wait and see.
You look like you have something to say, Jace.
nah, I'm just looking at you. I was just thinking of. I don't know what I was thinking of. I was looking at myself in the camera. I was like, man, I'm bald. And then I remember the comment. Remember the comment that you put on there. I was like, you'll be bald soon. A few more years, I'll get you.
You say that, but there's no baldness in my family.
My dad and my grandpa had a full head of hair. I'm just too lazy to grow it.
My grandpa still has some of his original colored hair.
My grandpa bleached and dyed his hair red. I don't know why.
No, like whenever I see people with all gray hair, I used to find that really, really weird. Because no one in my family has all gray hair.
I have gray hair.
You have gray hair, but no one in my family. Having gray hair is one thing, but having it all gray, like all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like Hispanics don't get all gray hair.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah, you're right. There are a few that do have like.
Certain occasions.
I have really good genes. My dad's like he doesn't look his age. None of my family they age slower, and it's not like they get to a certain age and it's all downhill from there. No, like my grandfather's like 80 and he worked a full-time job until he was like mid-70s. So, and the only reason why he quit is because he had a heart attack. I love you 5 ever from the late 2010s.
Yeah, people used to say that.
So there's some truth to that actually. The Geeks 5 ever thing, the 5 ever part of Geeks 5 ever was actually an inside joke. Because me and my friends would be like, I love you forever. I love you 5 ever.
Infinity plus 1.
I love you 6 ever, 7 ever, 8 ever, 9 ever, 10 ever.
And then they got to fight each other, and it just got worse.
They're saying that Keyblade Sonic just wants to be Danny Phantom.
Just a little bit of white.
Hey, there you go. That's an idea for another cosplay. You like shaking yourself awake.
No, yeah, let's just like see how long my hair is like. It's like the most I've ever grown in a while because I haven't had a haircut in months, which fine by me.
I cut this one right here.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go to a stylist to get your hair cut.
I do the old army shave. And done.
Well, I'm going bald anyway. Fuck it. The last time I cut my hair short, people protested. People were pissed.
I can grow my hair out. There's a stage where it's kind of short and okay, and then where it's long enough where I can do something. The stage in between there is about 2 months, and I have to wear a hat the entire time.
Oh
So
no,
is it
I'm at
ga-
the stage where my hair is long, but it's not long. Like
There was a dude in high school. He started the year off with like long hair, and then some random week, after a week, like some random weekend during the school year, he came back with like a shaved head, and he explained it was like, and the teacher was like, "Hey, why is your head all shaved?" I was like, "Oh well, because me and my friends were playing with a razor, and he like shaved my head." I was like, "Oof."
I did that in high school. I had like fairly long hair, or like a buzz cut, where it was like a crew top. Then my entire senior year, I just shaved my head, skin bald the entire time, and I wore a suit. I wore a black suit the entire year because it was in dress code, so I wore it.
The suit is not black from Borat.
I had like 5 suits that I got. And I was like, I'm never going to wear these things. I just wore them throughout the week. And I look like a hitman.
To answer Danilyn's question, I did watch the video. So Danilyn sent me a thing for like this bear mask.
Yeah.
And it looks cool, but it looks kind of weird. It's pretty cool. It's like $30.
The Chewbacca one?
It's like the Chewbacca one, but the mouth moves whenever you talk.
It's like
The Chewbacca one did that one.
That's literally
But
the
is
Chewbacca
it just stick out more like a bear?
Yes.
Ah.
Gosh, I miss cosplay, but it's too hot. Like
Same.
it,
Well, not
it,
really.
it was hotter last year.
Mm.
Last year was like 110.
It is hot. Also, like depending on what you're planning on doing in your cosplay, like if you're just being here at home, I mean, you could take.
Yeah, you can
photos
try.
and all that.
Don't do what I did. Don't be stupid. Don't go to Pride Parade in a Pikachu cosplay and then wear it for 2 hours straight. They had to throw me in a pool to
That's
cool
how
me
we
down.
got heat stroke.
Yeah, no, don't be dumb like Goku. We're gonna start a whole segment like don't do what Goku does.
Hercules does when Nintendo Hercules.
I was watching a certain someone's YouTube channel, the one that I'm always talking about. I'm like, man, he needs to do a better job. I watched his channel because he did a review on Sonic the Hedgehog the movie. And actually,
I remember the name for.
I remember the name. I just don't want to say the name.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, go for it. What were you saying?
Man, he was doing a review on Sonic the Hedgehog. It was like a 22-minute video.
Was it the OVA or was it the live action?
He was doing the live action review.
Oh, 2020. Oh, okay.
It was 22 minutes long.
I did mine for 5 minutes. I got like 1,000 views.
See, I like that. I prefer if movie reviews are short. Like I want to do one where it's like 60 seconds. Geeks 5 Ever movie review. Does it suck? Blah blah blah.
60 movies in 60 seconds. We just say good or bad is like
Shit.
Bing,
Good.
The
Shit,
title
shit.
the title flashes up. It's just yes, no, yes, no, yes, no.
Jesus, that sounds like one of those church songs I used to hear in church.
and if it's an awful movie,
I
No.
give it 3 middle fingers.
out of 4.
Well, no, because like I was watching.
Our rating system.
Oh
weird.
no.
What?
Hold on, I gotta address some comments real quick. We gotta address the
Did it get
comments.
cut?
True,
Oh.
but my AC's having trouble keeping up. It's like 80 in here right now. It's like it's 81 degrees in my room, but it doesn't. That's because I have a bunch of shit like electronics and stuff like that. So I have like 3 fans to
I
compensate.
got a fan of.
I have 4 bright lights pointing. at
Chad says my AC went out recently. Thank goodness for box fans. Yeah, Mr.
Oh,
Piccolo's AC stopped working, so I let him borrow my portable AC unit. The
box.
well, it's the portable unit that you have the hose sticking out,
Mhm.
and the box just stays. Yeah, so I let him borrow that because we were using that for the Renaissance since we're not going this year.
Right.
I was like, I'm not going to use it. It's just going to sit in the storage unit, so you can go ahead and borrow it.
Right.
And she,
What were you saying about the Sonic movie review? What were you saying about that? Because you were saying it was 20 minutes, and
Right, no, so I don't like movie reviews that are super long. But, like, I was watching his video because I was trying to watch it with an open mind. So I'm going to read the comments like I'm doing a review. Like his review. Gosh, I miss cosplay, but it's too hot. True, but my AC is having trouble keeping up. It's like 80 in here right now. My AC went out recently. Thank goodness for box fans. If it gets past 90, I'll get my box fan out. Kind of like that, but with the pauses were longer.
I see.
He would say like a paragraph and then pause for like 3 or 4 seconds. If you're going to have a review, if you're going to do a review, it's important that you have a prompt or a script or bullet points in front of you.
Mm.
Or if you do that, if you decide to do it without a script, it's important that you edit out like the pauses.
Right. Like for me, I have my scripts in a notebook.
And that's and yeah, no, you do. I like yours because yours is very fluent.
It's also because I edited too. I also like retake my lines. If I flub a line, I'm like, all right, I gotta redo. Let me retake it.
Well, no, if you watch Wrestle Talk, you notice that they're like in different like points of like.
Mhm.
They're always constantly moving, but it's fluent. It's because they edit out the pauses and edit it to where it is fluent.
Right.
I don't know how he's recording his videos, but I think he needs to like I wanted to say something, but it sounded so fucking mean. I just like didn't post the comment. I was like, dude, like I'm not trying to sound mean or anything, but you need to get a better microphone. You need to actually practice your video before you start it. And you need to edit it, and you need to do something about that waifu background.
I think because a lot of it's just for some, it's a competition. I'll give you an example. When the Final Fantasy VII remake demo came out, a lot of people were instantly going into making videos, and sometimes some of the videos came out looking like their editing or like not as good as when, if they do a project like, oh, I'm gonna work on this for 2 weeks and I'm gonna release it within 2 weeks. But if they release it immediately, sometimes like their editing could be off. There's a channel I follow. He dedicates like retro gaming and all that. He sometimes would his editing is like hit or miss sometimes. There'll be one case where like he would read the line, he would fuck up, and then he'd be like, so, and then he would repeat the line. I'm like, dude, I don't want to see that. I want you to make it look clean or something like that,
Right.
You have enough subscribers. It's not the end of the world if you don't upload it within like an hour or something like that.
Right. No. Look, I don't give the benefit of the doubt based on the number of subscribers people have. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt based on how long you've been doing it. If you've been doing it for a year, then you should at least be better at it. The quality of your video shouldn't be the same as day one. Like the quality of our videos, of our
I was gonna make a
podcast.
comment about that. It's like you can watch as you go through the progressive increase, like sounds better, looks better, there's less pauses, everything flows more and more. And we do this live, and it just gets better. And the longer you do it, it should get better. Your first video should not look like your most recent video.
Right, and we've been doing this for months. I've been doing the podcast for years. The original podcast, I listened to it, and it sounds like shit.
It's garbage.
The audio quality is crap. Like, I had to turn up my volume all the way up. I had to connect the Bluetooth speaker just so I could hear it while I was cleaning my room. It was so bad. And then I had my friend Chester as my co-host, and he doesn't know anything about the geek community, so he sounds like he's like dumb as shit, even though he's not dumb. He was just plain dumb because he was asking questions left and right. I love Chester. He's one of my friends from college. But the podcast was horrible. Like, the podcast was poor quality. You could tell I didn't know what I was doing. The editing was shit. And then you watch the live streams. If you watch the original live streams from when we first started this back in April, you could tell it's night and day. We didn't have all the stuff that we have now. Yeah, we had the logo, but we didn't have we only streamed on Facebook. We didn't do all the channels. And we didn't have like video like Zoom. It was just our voices. So, and then like the chat, eventually, I don't remember when the chat got added. I don't know if it got added right away. But if you watch my original live stream video, it's so bad. Like, it is so horrible. I might have good sound, but like the video quality, it's just like, it's not even like a full, like, it's not even what we have now. It's like my browser in the background with our logo, Geeks 5 Ever, and just me talking for like 30 minutes. Like, if you go back and you watch us like months ago, even like 2 months ago, it is different because we still didn't have Zoom. So everyone had like this big ass window, and I had like this little tiny one like Patrick over here in the corner. Like, it's a lot of trial and error. Like, you have to, yeah, it's a hobby. Yes, we're doing it for fun, but at the same time, you got to treat it like a profession. Especially if you want to be taken seriously. Especially in today's day and age when people streaming, podcasting, doing whatever, it is like the norm now. Like, people are doing it, and they're doing it high quality. People are doing high quality videos with 10 fucking subscribers. And Jace just changed his background again.
I mean, like,
We're professional.
like, you know, I've been doing. I'll admit, my channel. I've had my channel since like 2007, and it wasn't until like a year ago I started making videos for it, because now I knew how to make it, you know, properly. And you know, like, I enjoy doing it. I always try to make it as best as I can.
I don't watch my old videos because I know they're bad.
Danielin says, I miss Renfest. I saw the rules and it's not going to work at all. Not going this year, 100% not now. What are the rules? I know that they're doing social distancing and they're doing limits on how many people they're allowing in, and I froze and I have this really bad dirt face.
And he's doing it again.
Well, I know why the internet is not working, because
Well, you hiccuped, so we just like to let you know.
well, okay, so the reason why there's more people staying at my house now because my sister had surgery. So my niece and nephew are here, and they have tablets, and she's here now. So there's like a shit ton of people on the Wi-Fi at once.
Let's go. Hi, I'm podcasting in here.
When did I get a Brooklyn accent?
I wanted to do a Brooklyn accent.
I'm podcasting here.
Hey, I'm podcasting in here. No, I can't do it.
That was more
Hey,
Italian. You got to really
Hey
work
man,
on it.
forget
yeah, you're
about
right.
it. Are y'all using the Wi-Fi?
I'm going to bring John back in here, and he's going to make fun of us.
Yes.
I'm gonna use the podcast because I need to use the Wi-Fi. So you see, the podcast, it's more important than your tablets, okay? So if you don't like it, forget about it. Get out of my house, or I'm gonna put you like a meatball in a spaghetti.
First off, it's not my house. Secondly, that's
That's what they all say, because you know when your parents would be like, "Oh, when you're cleaning, it's like it's our house," but it's like when you're making the rules, it's my
Communism.
house.
Yeah, it's communism. No, but you reminded me of like that skit they did in Family Guy. We now return to cutting a line in front of Italians. Hey, Porcus.
guy.
Move the back of the line with your feet and stand there with your shirt.
Hey, oh wait. I was like, hey, we gotta meet. He's like, fellas, I got a present from Jimmy the Box Squangeli. Oh no, it's Jimmy the air around the box. We're trying to figure out who opened the box. Squangeli.
Yeah, I remember that. There's another one they did with Italians that I remember. It's the eye exam for Italians. A O O A O A A O O O A A O O. I was like, what the hell?
Just only vowels.
Only vowels.
That's how
A
you
O
sing in the
A O
90s.
A O O O O.
A-O-U.
And that was like when they were in Italy, and then Peter's like, "But I thought you like Italian Peter and Southern Italian Peter." Southern Italian Peter's like darker skin, and he's like olive oil.
Oh no, I was watching this video on YouTube called "What if video game characters had an agent?" The video game agent.
Oh,
Oh,
Dorkly.
He's like, it was on Dorkly. And he's all like, "Hey, what's your name? Like, what's your original name? It was a Mario. I changed it. Oh, change it back. Italians are in, but you made me change it to Jumpman. I changed it." He's like, "Do you got a brother? People don't like video games with single siblings. You got one? Well, you do now. Come on in. It is an honor to be working here with you." But he sounds nothing like me. He starts snapping his fingers. I'm a Luigi.
It's a Luigi.
I'm a Luigi. You see, he's a total pro. He can turn on that Italian shit like an embarrassing dad at the Olive Garden. I laughed so hard. I'm a Luigi. She was hilarious.
Hey, what's your name? Mario. What's your last name? Mario. What's your first name? Luigi. What's your last name? Mario.
You know, he actually confirmed that.
Yeah, that is true.
Mario,
And that
Luigi
makes
Mario.
sense. That makes sense though, because
But
they're
in the
called
movie
the
Father and son.
Well, no, they're not father and son. No.
I know, but like they treat it like father and son.
Because their parents died, so he raised Luigi.
Exactly, so father and son.
But like, how much older than Luigi is he? Is he like 18 years apart?
I don't know. I know that it was kind of weird. They're Italians, but they're played by a British man and a Latino.
Yeah. Gotta represent.
I didn't know. I actually did not know. Bob
We have
Hoskins was
no
British.
Latino representation whatsoever. Avengers, we didn't have any. We didn't have anybody.
We already been over this. There's no Latino superheroes.
Yes, there is.
There's two of them.
Blue Beetle.
One. Uno.
And who else?
The
I wanna say
elote
Miguel
guy.
O'Hara.
That's a
The 6
made-up
million
one.
peso man.
The elote man. He's a hero.
He's
a
a
hero.
local neighborhood hero.
Yeah, that's
Wherever
why
you
he's
go.
local in a
He's
good.
always
Well,
there
anyways,
for
back
you.
to the Mario thing. They're called the Mario Brothers. That actually makes sense that their last name would be Mario.
bro.
Right. But they
Right.
could have just given Mario a different first name and make it canon in that movie. Although people would have hated it for that reason too.
Yeah, because they named her Daisy, but I was thinking like they would have called her like, "Hey, my name's Daisy," but people
Michael
would call me
Pena's not a
Peach.
superhero though. I'm talking about like an actual someone that fought in that Endgame war.
Fought in the
Michael
war.
Pena was an Ant-Man. Yeah, he was in that movie.
But he wasn't. Didn't really have a role.
Goku was holding that smile for a bit. Your picture froze for a second. Uh-oh.
Some of y'all never had to
You're
watch
faking
anime on
Yeah, I'm
YouTube at
faking.
360p with each episode split into 3 parts and it shows.
Nova Sam AI. The Nova thing. So that's Marvel.
Nova Sam Alexander.
Okay, so another thing that we're going to talk about.
But he hasn't shown up yet. In
Speaking of Latinos, or whitewashing characters, let's talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender live action show, and as to why there is a petition going on right now for the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action to cancel the show. There are a lot of fans. I don't have an exact number.
You might want to rephrase that because the way you said it sounded like they want to cancel Netflix.
They want
Cancel
to
Netflix.
No, there's a petition to cancel Netflix.
No, I
too.
know, but like the way you said that was like we want to cancel. We want to the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action wants to cancel.
My bad. The fans
'Cause
have a
the way you said it was-
petition to cancel
cancel the
the
live action.
Avatar live action show on Netflix.
Perfect. There you go.
I love
Sorry, I had to
Totino's
correct it,
pizza.
but I had to.
Shut up. You know what?
Sorry,
Leave me alone. I'm going to go watch
Sorry, I
SmackDown.
had to correct it.
You guys just handle the podcast. I'm going to go watch SmackDown.
And now we
Yeah,
look
miss-
into Goku's background.
Did
Da-da-da.
not miss much anyway.
You ever gonna throw away that water bottle on that gaming cabinet?
No,
Put-
it still has water. I'm still drinking out of it.
Okay, just making
Oh.
sure.
No, because I forget to take water with me to bed, so I leave it there. because I take
That's
like a
what
pain
reminds me.
pill to help me sleep, and then
I wonder where that giant bottle is. Is that a thing of ibuprofen or baby powder?
it's ibuprofen.
Okay.
I told you, you take pain
So-
pills to help me sleep.
So anyway, the live action, the reason, besides creative differences between the creators, also they wanted they wanted some elements to be added to the show.
They wanted to whitewash the
push-
show.
They wanted to push white actors first for the audition, so they get those in first, so they could find the one they wanted. So whitewashing, but they obviously didn't want to do that.
You seen
They
that
wanted
one, the one black girl who cosplayed Korra? She was perfect, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I fucking love her. I'm in love. She's hot.
You and that Jesus person, I swear.
Oh, I need Jesus on this show. I need Jesus. Help me find Jesus. We're gonna start a hashtag.
Trying to
Find
whitewash
Je-
Avatar is so dumb, though. It was clearly a mistake that the movie made.
Yeah,
Why
the
would
movie-
you even bring that up at all?
I can
Right.
understand them making Aang white because he's clearly like pale.
Yeah.
But
I'm hurt.
they made Korra, not Korra. I'm sorry. Fuck, Katara and Sokka, and I almost called him Sokka.
So, he is Sokka. He's Sokka
In
in
the
the
movie.
movie. We refer
Ong.
to him as Sokka and Ong.
They didn't even get the
Stupid
names
M. Night
right.
Shyamalan.
What the hell were they thinking?
Because M. Night Shyamalan explained he wanted it to be like all tribal and shit.
But they're white.
Hey, I don't know.
I can say that because I'm white.
What the twist?
What the twist?
But it's a horrible movie.
It was bad because they made them white, and like I was
A lot of
I
bad
watched it again, and they're like they have to do
10
like
years later, it's still
they're
sucks.
doing all these moves, the choreographed dancing. Here comes the one rock floating by.
You can't say that movie doesn't age well. It doesn't age at all. It's always bad. It was bad then. It's gonna be bad 20 years from
But
now.
it's so much worse now because I'm an
It's
adult.
much
I'm
worse.
more mature, and I understand movie
You
making, editing
you can
so
pick
much
out
more.
more problems. It ages worse. It's like milk, not wine. It just gets worse.
It just gets worse to the point where
We
it's
get cottage cheese eventually.
You should follow that Facebook page called Post That Did Not Age Well. There's a lot of them that are so funny especially there was this one where a guy he posted like his memory from 10 years ago that said, "Can't wait for the last Airbender movie." And then he said, "When I was young and full of hope."
But it's so bad because like when Aang is demonstrating his airbending, he's doing flips and he's doing all this crazy shit. He looks like he's practically breakdancing, and it's just like a gust of wind.
Right.
Fart.
That's like me doing the entire Thriller dance and just one rock flies by. That'd be cool if I danced Thriller and suddenly I can earthbend.
Would it be worth it?
Fuck yeah.
What
Thriller's
if
a
you
classic.
What if you had to do Thriller but bad? If you did it good, it'd be.
I've
work. But you
already
did it
done
bad,
it
okay.
once. You have it. I've already done it once. Dressed as Naruto at Anime Matsuri in 2008.
Yeah, that was very memorable. Quite a memorable scene to watch.
I just thought of people standing in line doing the Macarena and earth.
Oh, I hate the Macarena.
That's why I was like, it's really dumb to dance.
I hate the Macarena with a passion. I hate the Macarena just as much as I hate the Macarena as much as I love Dragon Ball.
White people love the Macarena
Why?
because it lets them think they can dance.
Y'all also
In
think that
1996,
Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day when it's not.
yeah, a lot of white people actually legit think that.
It's literally a fucking
Can-
fight that we
can
won
confirm.
in Puebla, and they only really celebrated in Puebla. By the way, I'm going to go to Puebla because Puebla is like the birthplace of all modern day Mexican food.
But we can drink margaritas and have tacos and barbecue outside.
Like,
Taco de Mayo.
it's not cultural appropriation because we can drink margaritas and wear sombreros and clean ourselves with ponchos, and then we can eat
Wait.
nachos. And
Hey, do you want to get some tacos?
Tacos?
Are those tacos? You're not gonna. You better believe they're tacos. Oh, I love tacos, especially on a corn tortilla.
the cha-cha slide. I don't know how I feel about the cha-cha slide.
Or
It's
how
one of
about
those
the
that I
one
never liked, but people like.
Sugar man, sugar man. That one, everybody like.
Or that
jump-
one
runs
country
to the-
song Like that one country song, they'll play at every prom, like back in the day, and everyone except like me knew the dance moves to it. Everybody's like that. There is one country song actually
Hokey
like
pokey.
no, not the hokey pokey.
Do the hokey pokey.
But my favorite
step
country song
around.
was that honky donk, but donka donk. It was like a song just about ass. It really was. It really was. It was a song about booty.
You know, if you play a song that one song, the party pooper song. You play that.
Every party needs a pooper.
All right, let's address some comments. We haven't addressed the comments in a while. Christian says they also want to age up the characters too, which no.
Yeah, that's. Not,
Yeah, because they don't. Well, they don't want 12. They don't want actual 12-year-olds acting. That's why. Downtown Gaming says that reminds me. So some asshat was driving a Mercedes earlier, and the back license plate was just Jesus. Joe Osteen?
Probably.
Rami was like, M. Night just did a live action version of the Fire Nation spoof play from that one episode. Thinking of the movie like that makes it able to be a drinking game for all the spoofs. Haha, and John fell in love. That's just that. Cha Cha Slide. Leave us our excuses to drink. We don't have anything else. Achy, breaky heart. No, it's not that one either. It's not that one either. But it's kind of it's a country song where everybody. It's kind of like Cha Cha Slide, but it's a country song.
No, the only thing we know is that as soon as they go to Cha Cha Slide, they do that down down sugar babe sugar, and then like everybody's like running to like just to do it.
Yeah,
like a
I hate
90s
that.
white
I don't
person
like
song,
that
though.
one. I miss that. I miss that other song by To the Window, to the wall, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. Now these bitches crawl. Nah, ski motherfucker. Nah, ski goddamn. I fucking I'll blast that at Renaissance.
That's from fucking Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah, but they censored it. But I will blast that song while driving in my car at Renaissance. Motherfucker.
Oot Scoot and Boogie.
Yes.
That's what it's called.
I think
was
that's it. I think that's it.
It was Garth
Thank
Brooks.
you, comment section. This is why this is amazing to have them. Thank you, Downtown Gaming.
This is why we have y'all here.
We need as many white people to get these things as we can.
Country home, take me home.
No.
Carry
Okay.
on my wayward
But
son.
to address the aging up problem from the Avatar: Last Bender, that was because they wanted to include a darker theme with sex, rape.
Yeah, they wanted
violence.
to have a sex scene between Katara and Aang halfway through
They
the
wanted
show.
to Game of Thrones the thing. They wanted to make it as
similar.
violent and
Yeah,
crazy as possible.
if they were gonna do it, they would have just put it on HBO Max. So it was like,
So yeah, the creators left because they left because they did not agree with the way they were making the show.
creative differences.
They did not agree with the actors that they were pushing forward first. Look, we're not trying to be racist, but they were pushing white actors before any other actor. You got to understand that the Avatar universe isn't like really white people. I mean, yes, there's white people, but like if you really look at it, the Fire Nation are like what? Chinese or some shit like that?
I think they were modeled after India.
India?
So yeah, so M. Night Shyamalan got that part right, but
the
because he
ancient
tried to culture-
firebenders have very Aztec-like
Aztec, yeah.
traits, and like their whole like ancient civilization, the way it's built is actually how some of the old Aztec and Mayan civilizations were built. So, and people are like, no, they're not based off of Aztecs and Mayans. You're fucking stupid. I'm like, look at the fucking pyramid. Look at the way they dress. Look at the way they worship the sun, for God's sake. That screams Aztec.
The entire core base of Avatar was based around Asian culture. The Inuit, which is an offshoot of Asia, China, Japanese, India, all that is Asian.
Well,
That's
like
what it was based off of.
right.
You can't go throw a bunch of white people in there because it looks weird.
Yeah, but okay, then explain the damn Aztecs that are in the show.
That was the caveat. Aztecs were really ancient civilization. That was the whole point of that one. And they also probably wanted to throw another culture in. That was their way of maybe putting a Spanish, Aztec, Mexican, Mayan thing in there. But like, you can't cast your three main characters as white people in a show about diversity.
You can do Aang. I'll give you Aang.
I would say don't even do Aang, because then you have your one main character
You
the main
look like
character of the
Aang.
show.
How the hell are you not going to cast him as white?
I would just say don't do it because of the controversy of him being the one white person. Although is Avatar the last Airbender?
You look like
the
adult
idea-
Aang, dude.
He has a different beard than me.
No, he has the same fucking beard.
It's a little one, and the big one, and a pencil beard. This is Aang
This
after
looks
he
so
doesn't want to do it.
badass.
I got to look up Aang, adult Aang now. Let me see.
He's bald and has like a pencil beard. like,
I
all
think you're
around.
thinking of his son.
No. And Tenzin has just the goatee, has no side parts.
Okay. He doesn't have a mustache. He just has the goatee.
He has the goatee, like a bar goatee.
Yeah.
And I have no arrow on my head.
You need
I'm
an arrow.
I'm not a master, so I cannot get the thing. We have the same eyebrows though; they're very thick.
You do look like him.
All white bald people look the same. He looks
It's true.
more white as an adult than he did as a child. That's for sure.
No, you can tell Zuko is definitely Asian descent. You can definitely tell Zuko is of Asian descent. There's no doubt about it. Azula.
He's trying to get Goku to spend money.
Yeah, I know. I just want to surprise him.
Oh my god! I kind of saw the T-shirt. Where's that from? Oh, it's GameStop. God,
GameStop. Yeah, they always do the shirt
It's
combos.
always GameStop.
I hate GameStop exclusives.
Yeah, GameStop.
I need to go to GameStop and pick up my Dragon Dagger.
Did you order it? Or
Yeah, I pre-ordered one. And they're holding on to it.
How
Yeah,
long?
the-
They could only hold to like 3 days, right?
No, it depends on the GameStop.
So
Oh, gotcha.
these are, and they also wanted to the producers, the people, the Avatar creative team wanted to increase the budget because of what Netflix wanted to put in there would cost a lot more money, and they wanted, okay, we need more budget. They didn't want to give more budget, so if you try to put more shit in there without increasing the budget, it looks worse. So that means you're cutting down on your CGI budget because you want to add more stuff to it. It looks bad.
Okay, but who makes all those decisions? Is it Nickelodeon? Is it the creators?
No, it's
Netflix.
probably the executive
The
producers.
executives that have to get it signed off, saying, "Okay, we'll give you more money."
No, but I meant the creative decisions.
Oh,
The
that's
crea-
probably
that's what they were there for.
Producers, yeah, which are pretty much were the creators.
Well, I mean,
Um,
Nickelodeon still has final say, right? Because they actually own the show.
Yeah, they
still
do,
own
but
it.
they don't. But had that been the case, they probably would have put it on CBS All Access because Viacom is owned by the same studio as Nickelodeon and CBS.
Well, no, remember Nickelodeon signed a contract with Netflix. They made a
that's right,
deal.
That's right. And they did because that's how they got Rocco and Zim on Netflix.
Yeah, they did it to compete with Disney Plus.
Yeah, and now CBS All Access is already out, so some of Nickelodeon stuff is already on there too.
By the way, the GameStop that I was talking about, because they know there's a pandemic and not everyone can just go out whenever they can. They hold it up for a month.
Oh, okay.
Some GameStops will do it, not all of them. Some of them are like, I know, I'm gonna sell and make money. Money.
Hello, I like money.
Ninja Turtles also got canceled. By the way, if anybody
Yeah.
doesn't know,
By Nickelodeon, right?
Rise of the Ninja Turtles. I didn't like it because it looked stupid. I mean, it had
It
some
looked
really
weird.
good fight scenes, but it did look
Did you
kind
like? If you would have ranked the Ninja Turtle series, like how would you rank them?
okay, so
The original '87.
the worst one is the live action, The Next Mutation.
Okay.
The next one is the 1989 version.
Okay.
We're still going movies for that.
No, we're just gonna do shows.
Yeah, shows. Okay.
I guess Rise of the Ninja Turtles,
Okay.
and then it's the CGI Turtles, and then it's the animated one. You know, Battle
that's-
Nexus, all that. Back
Oh,
to
the
the sewer.
2003 one.
That was a really good one. That was my
Okay.
favorite one.
You gotta
Yeah,
understand that the 1989 Ninja Turtles did not age well. You go back and you watch it; it does not age well. There are some scenes where Raph will be talking. It'll be Donatello speaking, or it'll be Donatello speaking, but it's Raph's voice.
Yeah, there's a lot of fuck ups in back in the '80s, like some of the shows like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wabunga.
The live action
And that was-
show was really well. Like I really liked the live action show. Not the show. I'm sorry, the movie, the first movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie.
Weren't one and
first
two
one.
supposed to be like really good, and the third one was just
The
god
first
awful?
one was really good. The second one was okay, and the third one was just like trash.
At this point, we'll sell for an okay.
Well, the thing was, the studio had already filmed the movie, and the toy company was actually against it because the toy company actually commissioned the cartoon.
Mhm.
They commissioned the cartoon as a way to advertise for the toys, and the toy company was against the movie, so they wanted nothing to do with the movie. So the movie didn't have a lot of funding. So they made the movie, and they didn't have a distributor. So they sold it to New Line Cinema, and New Line Cinema put it out there. New Line Cinema didn't make the movie;
Yeah, they just published it. In a way.
they just published it, and so the movie came out, and it like broke records at the time.
Mhm.
So the next time they make it, the toy company gets involved, and New Line Cinema gets involved, and that's why they don't use their weapons, because they were catering to like all the complaints from the parents.
And also because over there in the UK they were known as Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. not
Right,
Ninja
in
Turtles.
Canada as well. In Canada, they
In
were known
Canada.
as the Hero Turtles.
Okay. And also because what you thought of the 2007 TMNT?
The CGI one?
Yeah, the
Oh.
CGI TMNT.
Yeah, no, I ranked that one as like second best.
Okay.
I
You
thought you were
like
talking
that
about the series, the 2003 series, is what you're.
one? Or the 2012
The
series.
2003
Nickelodeon
series is still the best one. The 2007 is really good. It's really well done. It's really well written.
one. What you thought of the 2012 Nickelodeon one?
Uh, that's like third. If I had to rank all five, the worst one is the live action one.
Okay, Next Mutation.
Number 4 is the 1988,
Okay.
1989.
Okay.
Number 3 is Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
Number 4 is the CGI one, which is the 2007. And the best one, I think, is the 2003 one.
No, I know, but what about the 2012 one? Yeah, because the one you said CGI was the 2007 movie.
No, I'm talking about the series.
Oh, okay. What you thought of the 2007 TMNT movie?
Oh, the movie? It was confusing because I didn't know it was based off of the 2003 series. I thought it was like a continuation of...
The comics or something like that? Or like an original
no,
story?
of the original movies. Because they had Easter eggs for like the movies.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay.
If you watch the movie again, if you watch it at the end, they show Shredder's helmet from the second movie.
Hmm.
They show
Played by
Super
Kevin Nash.
Shredder's. They show Super Shredder's helmet. So, it was okay. I think it was just like...
Out of the blue.
No, it was just too out there. It was trying to be like a Lord of the Rings, superhero, Ninja Turtles all at once. It didn't know what it wanted
What
to
do you
be.
think? What did you think of the Batman Ninja Turtle crossover?
Oh, I love that one. That one's great. I have that one.
I liked it. I didn't like that Batman lost the first fight though.
I
Against Shredder.
actually understand why he lost, because he had never fought Shredder, and Batman is solely like...
On prep, but if it's straight martial arts versus martial arts, I think Batman should win this fight.
No, he was gonna win until Shredder did that whole Kamehameha. He did. He essentially did like a Dragon Ball Z move.
Did it help that Batman was jumping at him at the time? Like, you got no defense, dude. What are you doing, Batman?
Plus, you got to
Lost him
understand that Shredder is like...
He's also, but he's a master of like, he's ninjutsu, and like one made up one from TMNT, and like a couple. He's about Batman's a master.
The Shredder in the
punching.
movie is based off of the Shredder in the comic books, who's like a beast. Like his
Probably-
claws and
probably
all the
superhuman.
like all of his claws and all of his shit is like custom. It's like a different type of like stronger metal.
It's a comic metal.
That's why when Shredder cuts through one of Batman's whenever he does his grappling hook and it ties around him, and Shredder cuts through it, Batman reacts to it, because if you have watched the Red Hood,
Yeah, it's a special metal that should not be able to be cut.
right, he tells Robin, for the listeners, he says, he was able to cut through my rope. How many knives do you know that have the ability to do that? And Dick Grayson says, not many.
It's a good way of narrowing it down your enemy too. So, well, that's like 7 people I know now.
Right, but I want a sequel to it. I really like that movie. But Batman could beat Shredder now that he knows what to expect.
I want to see Slade Wilson and Slade and Shred Shredder, team up to go against him.
I don't think so.
I want Deathstroke to do it.
Deadshot can barely fight Nightwing.
Deathstroke, not Deadshot.
I'm sorry, Deathstroke.
This is the only person I would, because I want to either do that or Ra's al Ghul. But
We have some comments. They're saying it's Kevlar rope. Okay, it's kind of like the 3 Decepticon jets that are all the same color in the scene. The comics are better. Batman has to fight someone one time, and then the rematch goes for bats. Kevlar rope. I feel like allowing Shredder to be a little OP adds so much shit to him. Let it happen. It's nice to see everything humanly scary. Shredder.
I liked it, but I didn't like. It's like, man, I always vote for when it's a hand-to-hand combat with Batman against a non-superhuman person. I just think Batman should win.
Right, but Shredder is not like that move wasn't like humanly. Like that was a very ancient. You got to understand that his martial arts is actually like a very ancient form of Japanese ninjutsu, and that was like channeling his ki because they've acknowledged, like I told you in the comic, it's like some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Dragon Ball Z bullshit.
I understand why
some
they
Dragon Ball Z bullshit.
Personally, I was upset about it, but I understand why they did it.
We're supposed to be talking about Dr. Pepper. We're talking about Ninja Turtles.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's good. That's one of our topics, so it's okay. Actually, now I think about it, the movies. What you thought of the recent 2 live-action ones?
I liked the first one. I watched it with an open mind. I didn't like the way they looked because they kind of look like they kind of look like they look really odd. They look like Shrek in a turtle shell. They look like super mutants from Fallout in turtle shells.
Yeah, I thought. What you thought of the second one though? They had like Krang and.
Well, hold on. Okay, so the first one, I watched it, and I liked that they gave him more attitude, and I liked it. They were like adolescents. It was okay. I think they did a good job, and people were like, "Oh no, they turned Shredder white," and then they turned him into a Gundam. No, they show Shredder, but they never show his face, and he's like beating the crap out of people while he's tied up. The second one, I think. I didn't really like. I liked the second one, but at the same time, I didn't like it.
You either liked it or you didn't.
It's kind of weird. It's like a love-hate relationship. It's kind of like Batman and Selena Kyle.
Right, like for me, I felt like the second one was a slight improvement over the first one.
I think the second one wasn't an improvement.
Say much.
I think the second one was. I think the second one was giving the fans too much of what. They literally gave the fans everything they asked for in that movie. And that was a big no-no. They shouldn't have done that. You don't give the fans everything. Especially like as a writer, you don't reveal the entire story. You always leave the reader wanting more. They gave everybody everything. The Turtle Van, the fucking Bebop and Rocksteady, the Rhino tank from Duke Nukem. It was essentially like a giant toy advertisement. Like the whole movie, the whole point of the whole movie was just to advertise for the toys.
Which was the whole point of the cartoon originally. So that in itself was a throwback.
They watered down Casey Jones. I wanted to be a vigilante. Like I half expected this man to say I wanted to be a vigilante with a bow and arrow, telling criminals they failed the city.
I was so excited
because it's Arrow, right?
Yeah,
it was not good.
Not the best cast.
No, because he wanted to be a detective.
Good.
He could, yeah. I mean, he could have, but at the same time, it just—I don't know. It just felt odd because, especially, like the way he looks. Normally, Casey Jones had like long hair and like in a hockey mask, right?
Right. No, he
They could have given him a good-looking wig. That was a decision to not do that. They could give somebody a costume and they could look the part.
They made him too much like Arrow, though. Like even his personality was bland. He has like a smart ass personality. He's cocky, he's arrogant, and he has a big ego. That's why he's always bumping heads with Raphael.
I like the one from the original.
Yeah, but
actually,
Stephen Amell he didn't nail it. And what were we gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say what you thought of the crossover. They did Turtles Forever. It was like the one with like the 2003 and the 87 one.
That one was, I have that movie. That one's pretty good. I like that. They crossed over the 1988 Ninja Turtles with the
They had a
2003
black and
Turtles.
white one, right?
No,
And the
but they
comics.
crossed them over with the 1984 original comic book Ninja Turtles. Like the 1984 Ninja Turtles are like assholes.
Yeah, they're like more dark toned and all that.
Like, yeah, they don't care about anything. They care about the mission, and that's killing Shredder.
Pretty much fuck pizza. We want to fucking just kill Shredder.
Right. So in the original comic, they were trained to assassinate Humuten Roshi. Fuck, I forgot how to say his name in Japanese.
Mutan Roshi.
Humuten Roshi. So he wasn't like the leader of this Foot clan. He was the leader of the Foot, but the Foot were a branch of the Yakuza.
Mm-hmm.
So they go and attack him while he's having a meeting with his higher ups from the Yakuza. And they have a fight like, we've come to kill you, Shredder. He's like, and then they chop off his head, and that's the end. And like, they have scars and like arrows and like ninja stars sticking out of their shell. Like, it was a pretty brutal fight. But also, for those of you that don't know, next month, Ninja Turtles is coming out with a brand new comic called The Last Ronin. The Last Ronin is about one of the 4 Ninja Turtles being the sole survivor after a giant battle.
Do we know who it is?
They have not said who it is. There's speculation as to who it can be. There's a betting pool right now, and the betting pool is that it's Michelangelo.
I was thinking that. It's like, can't do Leo or Raph. I
Right,
don't
so
think you can do those two.
it would make, I don't think it would make any sense for it to be Leonardo or Raphael. The betting pool is it's either Donatello or Michelangelo. I mean, you have a 25% chance of guessing it, right?
Yeah, you have a fourth of a chance. You better just wing it.
But the odds are 3 to, like, you know, it's like 60% going to be Michelangelo. At least that's what people are saying.
I believe it.
It would make the most sense. It would make the
I
most
can
sense.
see that, yeah. So that is interesting.
But yeah, pretty much all the turtles are dead.
All but one.
Like, there's a lot of fan art out there, and yeah, Blastoise brought it up. There's a lot of fan art out there that shows Michelangelo, but it's just fan art. We don't actually know, and we're not going to find out until next month. But I think it's going to be Michelangelo because can you imagine the growth, like the character growth for him if he's like, the reason why I think it's him because he's the youngest, and he's like he's like the crazier one. He's like, what's the word? He's the most playful one out of all 4.
Charismatic, yeah.
Wasn't the thing for him like he has the most potential, but he doesn't take himself seriously?
Right, and I can actually see it being him because Raphael has always been very protective of Michelangelo. So I could see Raphael sacrificing himself for Michelangelo.
I could see it being something like they're in a big battle and Michelangelo runs away. Like he chickens out.
He pulls a Gohan
Yeah.
and runs away from the androids.
Bye. Like in a serious, they could take it that tone easily.
I don't think it's Leonardo for the simple fact that Leonardo is not only the leader, but sometimes Leonardo is full of himself. Leonardo thinks that, like, he is right. Like, him and Raphael fight because they're always constantly bumping heads. And, like, half of the time, neither one of them is right anyway. It's always Donatello.
The smart one.
Right. If you watch Death Battle when all 4 turtles fought, Leonardo let Raphael and Donatello fight because he knew Donatello would be the one that gave him the most trouble. So he let Raphael fight Donatello and that wore Raphael out. So that's why Leonardo won. But at the same time, Leonardo has a lot of arrogance. So I could actually see him just dying.
I like that the guy who voiced Raphael in the 80s Ninja Turtles went on to voice Donatello in the 2012.
Yeah, that was weird.
Rob Paulson.
What was weird, like, when it comes to repraising roles, the one role that someone repraised that I thought was kind of weird, and I don't know if they explain it because I'm watching it, but Ralph Larson, I think, who played Superman in Superman Returns, and then played Adam in Legends of Tomorrow, and then he played...
Oh, Brandon Roth or something?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, that's what his name. Sorry. He
Roth,
played
yeah.
Kingdom Come Superman in the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
Mhm. And there's that
Which-
Batman, Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, played Batman in real live action.
He played mean Batman.
Actually, Kevin Conroy only got that part as like a last minute thing. That was originally going to be.
They wanted Adam West.
It wasn't going to be Adam West.
They wanted Adam. I thought they wanted Adam West in
They
there.
were going to get Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton there.
They
That
were
would've
actually
been
going to
cool.
get him, but there was a dispute,
Yeah.
so they
I
gave
like
it to
to see
Kevin
Mike
Conroy.
Keaton. I like to see Michael Keaton back.
Isn't he going to be? He's going to be in the new one. It's coming out with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, the Batman.
No,
No.
he's not going to
No.
be in the. He's not going to be in that one.
But if they would have
playing old
He's playing
Bruce
old
Wayne in
Bruce
something.
in a Batman movie.
Beyond. Oh, Beyond Batman. Beyond. If they
He
would have
could-
made a live action Batman Beyond, do you think they would definitely have Michael Keaton as Bruce?
Yeah, I think Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, as old Bruce Wayne, is actually makes the most sense.
Yeah. Who would
I
you?
would,
who,
I
who
would
would
go.
you like?
I would still say Kevin Conroy because
Who would you like to? Who would you like to be? Terry McGinnis. In that case.
I think Robert Pattinson from Twilight would have been a better Terry McGinnis than a Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, they should instead of calling it the Batman, they should just call it Batman.
They should have called it
Batman Legacy.
Batman Beyond. That's a good name. Copyright
Beyond
that.
there.
But so what's his name? What was his name again? The Superman
Brandon
dude?
Routh.
Brandon
Yeah.
Ralph.
hmm
His Kingdom Come Superman from Crisis on Infinite Earths is connected to his Superman Returns role.
Hmm. That is pretty out.
I like
That's
Crisis on Infinite Earths because it ties all the DC stuff
Flash,
together,
Arrow, yeah, Legends of the
including the including the movies.
Right, yeah.
When what's his face that played Flash showed up.
Or Ezra Miller.
Yeah, and they're like touching each other, like, "Whoa, are you a cosplayer?" Costume
Who'd you
sucks.
thought was a better Flash though? Ezra Miller or Grant Gustin? AKA TV show Flash.
I think
Eh.
TV show Flash is
I want
better
a
because the movie one is just kind of goofy.
I want a blonde Flash because that's too hard to get.
Yes.
Barry Allen.
I just want a blonde.
Stop!
Barry Allen.
Stop whitewashing my roles.
Stop
They're
blonde.
already. They keep getting the white ones. I just want one with the blonde hair.
No, blonde hair belongs to Reverse
washing.
Flash.
Yeah, Reverse Flash. Yeah.
Barry Allen is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white person. They keep getting the white person, but they can't get him blonde hair.
He has brown hair. That's good enough.
I remember in Spider Verse they had Peter Parker was blonde.
My only gripe about the TV series was that he didn't have blonde hair.
Oh,
It's the
TV
only
Flash.
gripe.
Grant Gustin.
And the same thing for Ezra Miller. It's like, can we not dye his hair? Can we not do that at least? This is acting. We don't bleach his hair. It's not hard.
Batman
Shave his
Beyond
hair.
was the shit. I lose my shit for whoever plays Dana Tan. Oh, Dana?
Diana Trent. Yeah.
Dana Tan. Gotta love it when they stay in the same universe, still holding out hope for Batman Beyond. Smallville's Martha was originally Lois Lane in one of the old Superman movies. Flashpoint. Flash movie. I think that's what he's playing Bruce Wayne in. He's playing Bruce Wayne in the Flashpoint movie. And there's a rumor that when he appeared in the Crisis on Infinite Earths on the TV, that is going to tie into the movies.
I like Ezra Miller as Flash. I think it was pretty good. He runs stupid though. He does not look good. His
By the way, there
hand
is a fifth Ninja
flailing.
Turtle in one of the Ninja Turtle comic books. It's really stupid.
Not Venus, right?
It's not Venus, but like they did a blood transfusion with April O'Neil and like it mutated her into a turtle.
I remember that.
Actually, now that I think about it, that kind of makes sense. Because in their blood is the mutagen, and remember the mutagen turns people into animals or whatever.
Okay. Oh, actually, now that I think about, I was gonna bring this since we're talking about like superheroes and all that. How would you rank the live-action Batmans?
That's a really good question, and for every great question, we turn to television.
You want me to just list them? The ones. Okay.
I
let's see.
liked the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, if you want George Clooney.
Get the hell off
I-
my podcast.
I
nipples.
like puns, and
No,
dear
no.
God, he cheesed it up. I loved it.
Oh
A
my
bat
God.
Credit card.
What happened to the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
The
Chill
Ice
out.
Age.
Chill out.
Okay, so if you were to rank,
Nice to meet you.
let's see, Adam West,
Or we're
Val
going to rank,
Kilmer.
we're ranking the Batman then, not the movies.
Yeah, the Batman. Yeah,
Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck.
I can tell you where George Clooney's going.
I don't think Michael Keaton is one of the best Batmans. Everybody says that he is the best Batman out there, or Kevin Conroy. I don't agree with Michael Keaton being the best. He's a good Batman. I know the shittiest Batman was Michael Clooney.
George Clooney.
George, whatever. Fuck. I'm bad with names. I am bad with celebrity names. I'm really bad. I just combine.
He's the worst.
The one from Batman and Robin, George Clooney.
He's the worst.
He
because if you come out and apologize for being Batman, you're the worst.
He didn't care. If you watch that whole movie, he's just like.
Also, he even said there's a story like if you told him flat out, "Hey, I want to see Batman and Robin," he would actually refund you the money personally.
Sorry. Here's your
I don't believe that. You know how
Here's
much
the-
he'd be in debt.
George Clooney's got plenty of money. He gives that money all the time.
But you know how many people like saw that money? I
gotta-
saw.
You got to find him though. That's the point. The
And,
real trick is finding George Clooney.
But okay, so George Clooney's the lowest. All right, who would be the next?
Oh, that's another one. That's another one. All right, everybody, freeze!
Cool party.
I can't with that stupid movie. I want to watch it for some reason.
I didn't say it's a good movie. It's a movie I like to watch.
Yeah.
Why?
By the way, the director of Batman Returns and Batman and Robin, Joel Schumacher, passed away months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a good director. He did not do very good on that movie.
I would
though.
actually feel bad, but then I keep being reminded about Arnold Schwarzenegger being Mr. Freeze.
Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy.
Winter has come at last. No, I fucked that up.
All right, so after
Get to the
George
chopper. Winter has come at last.
Can we put Kevin Conroy somewhere? I want to put him above George Clooney just because.
Could he? Okay, up
I
until
wanna put him on
recently,
the list.
could
I wanna put
okay,
him on the
up
list.
until recently, he couldn't. I could. Okay, up until Crisis on Infinite Earths, could you really
wasn't
count him as Batman because he was only the voice?
I mean, do you
Yeah.
count? Do you count? Fuck. Well, I can't remember Luke Skywalker's name. Mark Hamill. Do you
Mark
count
Hamill.
him as a Joker?
Nah, I was gonna do Joker after this one, after Batman.
There's only been like three
Nah,
or four of them.
Okay,
yeah,
if they've dressed up as the character,
yeah.
then
If
yes.
they had the full-on suit, yeah.
I think he has done it once.
Not in
Maybe.
a role. He's done the Trickster, which is a Flash villain,
damn
which
it.
he also voiced. So I would.
Hamill.
I think we should. The voice actor, the main voice actor that we all know him for, should play some part in the list. So I will put Kevin Conroy at just above George Clooney because he played the role once.
Well, no, Conroy counts
Good.
because he played Bruce Wayne in Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Right. So he played it once in live action. It wasn't necessarily a giant role, but you can't really judge it off of that. I don't
Okay,
know who
so-
to put there. I like all of them. Personally, I like Ben Affleck as the best one.
I don't
He
know if Ben Affleck is the best one. Ben Affleck looked like
Disinterested.
he looked like sad like the entire like. I'm the only one without powers.
I like Ben Affleck as it because you go from Christian Bale to Ben Affleck, and I'm not really a huge fan of Christian Bale. The entire movie, they were good, but it wasn't solely carried.
Christian
off.
Bale was better at being Bruce Wayne than he was at Batman.
Right, he was a good Bruce Wayne.
Why are you trying to kill me?
I kind
I
of want to
did-
put Adam West as the next one on the list.
Okay. What do I think of Val Kilmer?
I like Val Kilmer slightly more than Michael Keaton.
Val Kilmer is from which one?
The
Batman Forever.
The
Forever.
Batman
With
Forever.
the Riddler. Yeah, with Jim Carrey as a Riddler.
Does anybody remember the original Batman? The first two before.
Lewis. What was his name? Lewis.
That's black and white.
Yeah, the black and white.
because Adam West was like the third.
Mm-hmm. Trying to remember the first. I'm trying to remember.
People
what
don't
his
know
name-
that, but Adam West is not the original Batman.
Right. What'd you think of Adam West though?
Goofy.
That's what I'm saying. I would put
He's
him on
funny. I
next
like
on
it
the
because it's
list.
goofy.
Okay. So what's the next Batman? I think we covered all the Batmans.
I would go Michael Keaton.
I have a good feeling about
Robert
Twilight
Pattinson.
dude,
Yeah, Edward.
Robert Patterson. I think he's gonna. People
He
give
can
him
act.
shit for Twilight, but
He
you
can
gotta
act,
understand. Like,
so-
if you ever read that stupid book, Like, oh my god, they even make fun of it in Vampire movie where he looks like he's about to like he looks like he's constipated or he's about to vomit. He's all like, whenever he gets near the chick that he's in love with in Twilight, what's her name?
Bella.
Bella, yeah, Belle.
Bella Delphine.
The bath water girl.
Fuck.
Bathwater Belle. No, it's Bella Swan.
Yeah, like Ice Cream Girl.
Ish.
Bluebell.
Bluebell. Yeah. So whenever he sees Bluebell, he's always like sniffing her. He looks like he's like in pain. He looks like he's constipated or he's about to like puke.
Mm-hmm.
And in the book, it's worse. Like, I didn't read the book.
It's
My
descriptive.
ex read the book, and she tells me like the character. Like, let me put it to you like this: we watched Vampire Sucks, and my
Right, that
ex,
movie.
me and my ex watched Vampire Sucks, and she told me that the girl in Vampire Sucks played Belle, whatever the fuck her name is, Bella.
Mm-hmm.
She played her better than in the actual Twilight movie.
Then Kristen Stewart. Okay.
Right. And I've seen other movies with Kristen Stewart, and she has no personality.
She's kind of bland.
She is very bland. How the hell did this bitch get famous?
So might as well with Batman. Let's do the Joker. All right. It's Jack Nicholson, Cesar Romero,
I think Jack Nicholson is not that good.
Heath Ledger, and Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay, no. The Home Alone looking one. Which one was that one? From Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, Jared Leto. My bad. I forgot about that.
Right, Jared Leto's Joker looks like Macaulay Culkin just took meth and crack his entire life and decided to become the Joker. He looks like He looks like Kevin McAllister finally decided to become a villain.
Dude, I can't believe he had to cut. He had to cut his long hair just for that role.
It sucked. It was
The
so
movie
bad.
itself sucked.
Yeah. And wasn't he Jared
the hell
Leto?
was
He's
that?
going to be Morbius from.
He is.
Yeah, he
He's
is going to be
Morbius.
Morbius, right? Yeah.
I
Wait,
think.
what?
I think the Suicide Squad was just a bad.
Don't
movie,
mention
so-
any politicians in the comment section, please.
Morbius.
Like, don't mention Trump or Biden. I don't want to talk about them. Believe it or not, I don't support either, and they're both shit.
It's like a no-win situation in November.
I think the Suicide Squad was just a really bad movie. I
Yeah,
would have liked to see Jared Leto as the main villain of a
The
movie.
thing was
whole
the
Fate
Suicide
shit
Squad,
was
and I
bad.
agree with WatchMojo.com. It was very misleading.
yeah.
It made it seem like the Joker was going to have like a much bigger role, and he was going to be like the main antagonist.
Mm-hmm.
And they even like hyped him up. Like, that's all everyone talked about was Joker in the Suicide Squad movie.
He
Like,
was on 50% of the entire preview commercials.
Yeah,
and
that's what it was too. And like they actually are rebooting the Suicide Squad with James Gunn, who directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
with the sequel. The sequel.
well, they're not
is
rebooting it, but it's
It's
a,
a,
it's
it's a
sequel.
soft reboot.
soft reboot.
Yeah.
Trying to fix the problem.
Yeah, because
The
they got to
Suicide
fix
Squad.
Birds of Prey, which sucked.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, that's gonna be better. That's gonna be like the greatest movie ever." I'm like, "Nah, Sonic overshadowed." That. I kind of forgot that movie came out too. Honestly,
Didn't that come out like right as the pandemic started though?
no,
They came out in February.
It came out in February,
Right.
and then like a week later, Sonic came out, and that overshadowed Birds of Prey. And then
The pandemic started like picking up
In March.
momentum like at the very beginning of March.
yeah,
Right.
I think like the last big movie that came out was Onward. That was like the last big one.
I still haven't seen it.
Who's
Not
going to
really
spend
good.
$30 on Mulan?
Not me.
I'll watch it in 4 parts on YouTube. That's what I'll do.
I'm gonna go get an eye patch, and you know where I'm gonna go with that.
So Christian says the Joker was actually, according to the behind the scenes, was meant to have more scenes, but they decided to cut his scenes. That I
Didn't
feel
Zack Snyder was supposed to be the one directing that as one as well.
No, that was David. What was his name? David. I forgot his last name.
I thought Snyder did both of. Both.
Nah,
he didn't do
only
Suicide
did,
Squad. He only does the.
Justice
he only
League
did the
and Man of Steel.
Superman. He only did the Superman movies, the 2 Superman movies, and the Justice League movie.
Yeah, and then they're actually gonna show the. Did you see the new the Snyder cut version of Steppenwolf? They released a photo of it.
No,
I don't know. It looks slightly better than
I heard. Even the actors are saying that
it'll be better on HBO.
it'll be
Max.
better. It'll be better. The Snyder cut is much better than the Josh Whedon cut.
The Whedon one. Okay.
The only reason
I
why
still
Josh Whedon got the role was because he made Avengers, and Avengers was like like a big hit. But you got to understand that Avengers also had what's his face, like his hand in there, and he had like a lot of decision making power. So the CEO of Marvel, what's his name? I don't know his name.
Avi Arad.
I think so.
Oh, Kevin Feige or something?
Yeah, yes.
Kevin Feige. The producer, yeah, Kevin Feige.
Yeah, he had a lot of decision making power.
Mhm.
And Kevin Feige is
didn't-
really, really smart when it comes to making these movies and connecting them.
If they let Zack Snyder make the movie he wanted all the way through, because the studio was meddling in that movie from the very beginning. If they let him do what he wanted, then
That would have been better.
I think it would have been great. But they meddled, and he couldn't make the movie he wanted, and so Whedon had to come in. It's like, we want to get this Marvel guy in here. He'll fix it. And Whedon's like, oh shit.
No, Whedon had to leave. Whedon left because his
Right.
daughter passed away.
Yeah, Snyder passed away.
No, I'm
I mean,
sorry.
that's
Right,
Snyder's
right.
daughter.
I keep,
Snyder.
like I said, I'm bad with names. Snyder
okay.
left because his daughter passed away.
Right.
So they brought
that's
in
when,
Whedon, and Whedon's like, okay, we're gonna rebuild the movie from the ground. We're gonna do a shit ton of reshoots.
That's the problem. It was also a different tone of movie than what Whedon does. It's like, this isn't something I would do. Trying to get him to put a fresh coat of paint on that, it's not going to help. And that's what happened. You had just the undercoat bleeding through. It's like, there's something else here.
Right.
And this is
My
just-
question is,
that's why-
and here's the
Right,
question that
go for
nobody,
it.
here's a question that nobody asked. Here's a question that nobody's ever asked. Why was Superman buried half naked?
and the wrong half naked.
What? What the fuck?
What? When
never-
you
and
bury someone, they only put the top part. They don't put pants on you.
They at least put some boxers.
They don't put pants on you. No, they just put the suit up, top suit up.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. There's no point in putting pants on someone. They don't open the bottom part.
Man, y'all, when I get buried, y'all better put pants on me.
Naked. It's gonna be a bare onesie, everybody.
It's a shark. It's a shark cast.
It's gonna be half shark, half
But yeah,
bear.
when they bury you, they don't put
Shark a
pants on.
bear.
They put it's just top suit. So not only do they half naked, they
Hey,
have
Wait, what are you
half
gasping at?
naked him.
Chase, we just said the secret word.
What?
We said the secret word.
What? What'd you say?
You have to guess it.
No, just fucking tell me. We
What,
only have
shark?
7 minutes left. Oh, shark?
Yeah, shark was the secret word.
He doesn't
We
know.
did it.
I posted it on the.
He posted it like during the
page.
podcast.
As soon as the podcast starts, so you're distracted. I posted it on there as a secret word.
The secret word of the day is shark.
Shark.
Shark. What is this, Dora the fucking Explorer?
Or
It
figure
was
The
it
word
out.
of the day is shark. Vamonos. Do you see the shark eating boots?
Yeah.
Where's the little mouse cursor? Click.
They
So
see it.
anyway, since we did well Joker. Okay, so we got Jared
Who's the
Leto,
worst?
and then what you thought of Joaquin Phoenix?
I haven't seen it.
You see it? Okay.
I saw enough of it. I didn't watch the entire thing. I know the premise.
I
of
heard
the
everybody praise him and like
thing. I mean,
this
it's a
is-
good movie. It's a
I thought
good
he was-
movie.
I thought he would be a good Joker. If they made a sequel to it, like him like full on as the Joker, I think he would be pretty good.
Yeah, but that's not how it doesn't make any sense though.
They need Willem Dafoe is what
Because
they need.
like the way he becomes Joker is he falls into the vat of acid because of Batman.
Right, but he can be crazy before then. But yeah,
No,
it's,
he
it's
was
Joker,
he
but
was
not the
always
Joker we know.
he was always like not all there, but at the same time, like he was like there's so many origin story. Like even Joker in the comics admits that even he doesn't remember his own origin.
They're all true to me. It doesn't matter now.
Why is he
Oh, yeah.
British?
Yeah. Oh, actually,
It depends on who does the voice.
Actually, I always ask some of my friends about this one, but I want to ask y'all since might as well have to do it. With Spider-Man, how would you rank the 3 live-action Spider-Mans?
Oh, geez, there's not much to rank there.
I know, but like since it's quick,
Amazing
so-
Spider-Man 2. It's when it comes to last place, it's between Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3.
3.
Right.
I
I
haven't
know,
seen.
but like in terms of like the actors, not the movies.
Okay, 3.
So basically,
I like
Tobey
Tom
Maguire,
Holland because
Tom
they find.
Holland.
I like Tom Holland because they actually picked a teenager instead of somebody that was in their 30s and try to pass them off.
I think they all could play Spider-Man at different points in their life.
like
Because
a
you have
multiverse.
teenage
I want to
Tom Holland.
see. I want to
Spider-Verse.
see Tobey Maguire play Old Man Spider-Man.
Like you have actors that could play them, but they just kind of they look the
Like,
part, but in a different time
I
of
always-
their life.
Yeah, I know people who would tell me this. I know I say this like Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man. He was
A bad Peter Parker.
a bad Peter Parker. And then for Tobey Maguire, it's the other way around. And then
He's a
Tom
Peter
Holland's like a
Parker.
mix of both.
Tom
Okay,
Holland
what do
is
you,
a
what,
good
what, are you,
person.
what are your thoughts on Spider-Man 3? Because Danny says Spider-Man 3 has always had to be last.
I don't know. It's
They
like
tried to throw so much shit.
no,
in that
it's just
movie.
yeah. There, it's just it was some of the things was not. I don't know why the fuck you had to put Venom. I mean, it was not. It felt like you could have saved that for a fourth movie. Like you had too many villains. It was
Yeah, that,
Harry the Goblin, who's a Green Goblin, and then you had Sandman.
no,
and
no,
Venom.
his actual name in the movie, because they use it in that Goblin, that Harry Osborn Goblin that they introduced in the movie. They use it in they use it in a couple of video games, and its actual name is New Goblin.
Oh, the New Goblin, right?
New Goblin.
Not
you
Neo,
called
but
him
New.
Call
New,
him
like
Harry the
New.
Goblin. and I like that
N-E-W,
one
New
better.
Goblin.
yeah,
Harry
just
the
like you know how
Goblin
like that
sounds better.
3DS, like the full name of that new 3DS was the new Nintendo 3DS.
Right, yeah, the New Goblin.
The third one is the worst. I don't have any say on that. It's poorly executed. The cut where it's Tobey Maguire walking down the street and he's doing that dance in the black
Emo
suit,
Peter.
and then you just take all the music out and it's just him dancing. It's so bad.
When he started doing that shit, he instantly made me regret my emo phase in high school. It was like, did I look like that? Oh my god! I have to send. I'm gonna have to
My
go home
favorite-
and send
my
people apology
favorite-
notes.
Eddie
My
Brock is
favorite-
supposed to be like 6'6", built like a shit brick house, and
That's
they made
fucking
him
Topher Grace.
Topher Grace
Fucking
from
They
that 70s
they
show.
chose Eric Foreman.
Topher-
Eric Foreman.
They chose the stuntman for Tobey Maguire.
That's where
Hey.
Eric went. Eric didn't really go to Africa. He went to New York to become a photographer, and then he came back.
He should have had, if anything, I feel Brock Lesnar. If he was a good actor, man, imagine he played Venom.
No, at least play the body of
2007.
Venom
It's-
because it makes
yeah,
sense.
2007.
Eddie Brock Lesnar.
There you go, perfect. But
voiced by Eddie Guerrero.
Really?
But he passed away in
That
07.
way you have Eddie Guerrero. It was an option at that point.
And my favorite scene from Spider-Man 3, where he's like, "Look, a little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry." And then when the whole news about Spider-Man, Tom Holland and the MCU, that whole situation with Sony, and then people are like, "Look, a little Iron Man Jr. Gonna cry."
That was so bad. People were making fun of that. Like, damn. What was his name? Mysterio fucked him up so bad he left the cinematic universe.
Yeah. Hey, what you thought of Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio? I like him.
I haven't seen Far From Home.
I like that.
I'm actually gonna watch it tonight.
He played it really good.
Yeah.
It was obvious that this was going to be like a weird bait and switch kind of thing, but
Yeah.
I wanted to see how they established it, and it was handled really.
Somebody made a meme where they made like a Power Ranger reference in the movie, and I thought that was actually in the movie. It's not. By the way, there's
Hands
something I
down.
want to address since we're here, and I'm going to address it again on Monday. There's a meme going around about this Sabrina the Teenage Witch, where the guy that played Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat movie repraises his role
Mm-hmm.
in Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
That's not true, is it?
That is not true. I actually
Oh.
researched it and I looked it up, and none of it is true.
Yeah, you know,
Not bad
people.
at all.
No, I saw it and I was like wondering. It's like, is it legit? I didn't even bother looking it up.
Sabrina in Mortal Kombat are connected universes.
Hey, Salem is OP. You can't deny that.
You got to trap
Right.
that warlock in a cat.
I think,
Okay.
yeah, we're pretty much out of time here. It's 9 o'clock.
I have one thing to say:
Yes.
J. Jonah Jameson can only be played by one
By
person.
J.K. Simmons,
J.K. Simmons.
and rightfully so.
Everyone knows.
That's outrageous. Done.
I demand more
Fired.
pics of Spider-Man.
You're fired. Now that you're fired, we're your friends. Now that you're friends, why don't you call me anymore? So your wife's on line 3. Hang up.
Jake.
I
She
did like
said
that
she
about the
can't
third. I did like
She
that about
said
the
she
third
can't
one.
find the checkbook. Good.
Thanks for the good news.
And also Spider-Man 3 that kind of wasted Gwen Stacy.
I didn't like what's her name? Kristen Stewart? Is that her name?
On what?
The chick that played the first Mary Jane. Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst, yeah.
Kirsten Dunst.
Compared to Zendaya.
They could have picked somebody better. Like Mary Jane is supposed to be like the most attractive girl in the world, and she was like meh.
Attractive.
I'm not trying to sound
2002
shallow.
standards, yeah. for
I'm not trying to
2002
sound
standards.
shallow or like I'm not trying to sound like an asshole.
This thing was old. It's an old movie, man.
But she was like, even her hair wasn't even that fucking red.
No. not as red as like Mira from Aquaman.
If you read the old man Spider-Man comic books, when he has like the skeleton of Mary Jane, she still has her red flowing locks of hair. Like, dude, it's so he gave her cancer because he's spider
Radioactive sperm.
radioactive sperm transmitted like a sexually transmitted disease.
Jeez.
All right, that's all the time we have for today, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy Shark Week.
Thank you for joining us today. We had a really good audience despite the fact that we didn't have a guest. Is there
And
anything
also really good. A lot of great topics too.
Yeah, we can talk more about this nerd shit whenever we don't have guests.
Happy
There
Shark
we
Week.
We can do a
everybody.
Batman debate.
Or just do like character debate, like movies, like on screen and all that.
Yeah.
It's like
But
basically
can he
ranking.
beat Goku?
Can who be Goku?
Anybody.
No.
It's the debate.
No, nobody can be Goku.
Watch this Monday as we try to
The
convince
one
Goku that his
Sailor Moon
is shit.
character that they thought was going to win lost to Beers.
You mean
I was
Sailor
shocked
Moon?
by that
Are
one,
you saying
honestly.
Sailor Moon can't beat Goku?
No, okay, maybe she can beat Goku, but she can't beat Whis or the Grand
Beerus.
Priest or Zeno.
The question. Sailor
That's the
Moon
ultimate.
can beat Goku.
Lots of people can beat Goku.
Right.
But Dragon Ball has some of the most OP characters of all time.
It was DC.
Zeno Zeno literally wiped out a guy that was immortal.
That was Zamatsu, right?
Yeah, Zamatsu was immortal. He couldn't die.
Control Alt Delete everything here. I don't know what this is. I'm deleting it and I'm going away.
Anyways, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Does anybody have anything else to say before we go ahead and end it?
Join us Monday for our guest.
Goku.
We'll announce it on Monday.
Okay. Also,
'Cause I got to
stay
check in
safe
on before we announce. I got to check in on them tomorrow.
Right.
By the way, I'm going to start selling these for those of you that are just tuning in.
Do it again for the last 2 seconds.
Tuning in for the last 2 seconds. Doesn't it look cool though? Come on, you want
Keyblade
one.
Sonic, tell us your story. What are you doing this weekend so we can sign off?
Nothing. I just want to say stay safe out there. Also, if you want, I made a quick video. It's on my YouTube. Go check it out. You don't have to. It's okay if you do.
If you go see
It'd be sweet.
your partners this weekend, wrap your hot dog.
There you go. Perfect.
I
Perfect
live
analogy.
with mine.
Wash it and then wrap it.
Don't be silly. Don't play with your willy.
Don't be silly. Wash your willy.
There you go. Dusty roads.
Don't be a crab. No.
This is a quality sign off we got going on here.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everybody.
All right. Take care, y'all. Stay safe
Bye,
out there.
Felicia's.